Okay, here's another 10 pounds in a 5-pound bag or a bucket or however that goes. Well, anyway, the idea here, this is a Hudson tender chassis from a steam intender, smoke intender, okay? And I was just talking to somebody the other day and said, well, we could, but we never really looked at it. And so I'm looking at it. This is the motor control board for reverse. This is the power distribution board. Takes the track power and turns it to DC and hands it out. These are the volt regulators. The volt regulator, one is for the smoke, the other one is for sound, if we have sound. So I don't know where we're going to put it, but that's where it would be. This is a smoke system. You know, I had 3D smoke. I made them like this. And the air intake is right here where my thumb is. That's the air intake. A fan pulls the air in through the center hole, compresses it, and slings it out, and it goes to the outside under pressure, and that's where that upper hole, the upper hole enters the smoke chamber, and that's full of angel hair and oil, and then there's a lid with a heater on it. And if there's smoke in there and the fan turns on, it blows the smoke out this hole and it comes out here. So that's how we build smoke in our 3D printed smoke house, and this is the adapter that would be used on a reverse in boiler engine chassis. This would fit in there, and that would give you, that's what we're going to use on the Royal Blue. Okay, I had taken that and modified it for another thing. I took it and chopped it all up and shrunk it down and cut off its toe, and I was using it for a caboose smoke and a station with smoke coming out the furnace in the station, and I used it in a box car for a hot box emergency hot box. But it dawns on me, that tiny little smoke gizmo with the lid on it, the fan would stick out the back, so I would move it forward a little bit. This is all room up here, by the way, so you could go that far up. And the motor, and this is the motor, and the motor and the fan is not big at all. There's the motor, and then there's the fan. Okay, a little thing there. Okay. Anyway, so this you set this voltage to this guy. He runs the smoke and makes sure it goes. And you could time it. There's a couple of ways you trigger the smoke fan to turn on. Some of us would put a magnet on one of the wheels and have a sensor down there, and every time that magnet went by, it would fire. And it's approximately 2 revs, 2 puffs per rev, approximately. Then you need the rubber tube to go to the engine and out the stack. So I could do it. Is that interesting? And is it something somebody needs or wants? Or is that fun? I have no idea. I found this part while I was looking for some other stuff, and I just happened to think about that. Okay. So what I did today, well, I finished the polishing of the chassis. Okay, so I have Gil and Leon's new chassis ready for ball bearings. They're ready to have the ball bearings installed. Okay, the part I'm having trouble with is knurling the drive shaft, the drive axle for the drive gear. I'm having trouble with that, and I'm not happy with what I can do, so I went off, I just put it in a bag, and I'm soaking in it in my head. I'm letting it kind of go through my head. So what I went ahead and did was I assembled the Puff and Chuff boards for Rodney, Gil, and Leon. So there's their Puff and Chuff board. This is one of my prototype boards I was playing with. Then I also have another thing that I do, which is, I don't know, it was here a minute ago. I don't know where it went. It's, oh, here, it's over here. It's a rectifier and a 7805 on the motor, on the DC motor. And I use that to bring power to the Puff and Chuff relay, to tell the relay when we're in drive mode and when we're in idle. So I have to build this little circuit with those 317s. I think those are the 37805s are here. So what it will do is it'll take whatever energy is coming out of the motor, whether it's positive or negative, whether it's going in reverse or forward, it doesn't matter. If there's energy, it'll push the energy out in a way that positive and negative will come out of these two outer leads. It'll go to this 7805. All that does is whatever voltage is coming in, whether it's 5 volts, 8 volts, 12 volts, whatever you're doing, I'm going to knock it down to 5 volts because this relay only needs 5 volts to fire. So those two components are going to be around somewhere. I got to find a place to hide them. Oh, I didn't know what that was. Okay. So that's got to be done. Then the smoke lid is for the smoke I just had over here. This is my 3D printed smoke. The same lid I was showing you over there would go here, and that's how that would work, and that fan would be going on the back and all that. So that goes there, and blah, blah, blah. And the engines are over here, and I've been printing parts. I just happen to have white in there, so I printed Leon's Puff and Chuff in white. It was just there, so I did. I also got his sound trigger for Chuff holder for the magnet. You know, the reed switch. So he's got a reed switch in here, but his is black because it was printed first. And this guy has got a reed switch right here, and his is pretty much assembled, so we're going there. And oh, there's what that board looks like if it's stuffed. What I'm looking for are my 20K ohm thermistors. I have them. I haven't found them yet. I'm looking for them. I found 30s, but I don't want to use 30s. It's not quite accurate. Okay, so that's that. I just saw these bearings over there. I didn't know why they were there. I put them back over here. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing. And that's it. So I just letting you know, I was doing things today. I was finishing up the bearing prep and stuffing some boards, and then thinking about that, and then printing a few things. Oh, and this, I'm printing an ash pan for the 2014, and I'm printing it in white. I have white in here, so I thought, oh, you know, I got a white ash pan. That would be cool. So I might print a white firebox too. I think that would be cool. The red ones that I have in my engine, then I could donate to one of these guys. They could use them. And that's it. That's the size of it. I did find a smoke, but I don't have a lid or a base. The lid's not a problem, the base is. But I also have a PC board. It's just a PC board with no holes in it. So it's a fiberglass, could be a lid. I could cut it and shape it into a lid. So that's what I've been up to. All right, that's it. That's my day. It's almost 5:30, so I'm going to bug out. Soldering all those things together, not too bad, about 20-30 minutes. Goes fast. A small board, really, if you look at the component count, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad as the motor control board. That board takes a while. Has a lot of pieces in there, and they're small. Some of them are small. He takes a while to stuff up. All the rest of the boards we have are pretty simple, really. Okay, well, I'll call it a quits. I'll call it a night. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care, gang. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Share the link with people that you know are into trains, and they run with Flyer. pre-war or post-war. We'll work on them. You'll see it. I'll show you pre-war soon, and then we'll know what we can do or not. I'm pretty sure we can do everything. I would love to see a level 2. Oh boy. All right. Later, gang.